What's up, y'all? It's your boy Dizzy D, man, and today is a very special day. The day that I hold near and dear to my heart. You know, um, so today, 2 years ago, this is December 10th, 2022. I was arrested. Um, the reason why I was arrested is because I got pulled over for drinking and driving. So I got a DUI. These are some things that we don't talk about, some things that we don't mention in our life. Like, everybody want to talk about the good. Everybody want to talk about all the good things that happen in their life, but we don't like to bring the personal nitty gritty, the bad things that's been going on. You know what I mean? And yeah, I was pulled over for a DUI, and that shit changed my life. You know what I mean? It did change my life. Um, I'm glad I didn't hurt nobody. Thankfully, there was nobody hurt in that situation, and at first, I used to be real mad at myself about that. Uh, you know, but before that even happened, I was drinking prior to that, and it was like I was excessively drinking alcohol. Like I was really just not myself. You know, like I moved to California, 2020 after I got out the military, and then I had a girlfriend out here and all that. Things didn't work out, but that's when things took a turn for the worse. Even before I got out the military and I came to California, I was still drinking a bit, smoking weed a little bit every now and then it was just like after that breakup, it was just more of like I was drinking more and more and smoking more and more, and it was like I had an addiction. Like this this addiction was like dragging me down. It's like I was okay with being in that addiction. I was fine with it. I didn't feel like anything was wrong. I didn't feel like I needed any help. I didn't want nobody's help. So I just did what I did, just drink, smoke, go out and party and all that. And, all that took a turn for the worse, because I was fighting in clubs. I was just being a drunk. You know what I mean? Um, but there was just one day, like, I just felt like I felt weird. You know what I mean? Like, I even, like, it was so crazy because I went to the hospital too because it was like my side was hurting. So I believe they said my liver count was high, my liver levels was high, so it was like that was real bad, bro. Like that could have been a terrible thing, that could have happened to me. Like I could have been, I probably would have been gone. You know what I mean? Like it was just so much that I was going through that I, I didn't know how to really help myself. You know what I mean? And it wasn't only because of the breakup, but it was more of like, I've already been depressed. I've been alone by myself for years. Like I said before in my other videos, I left New York City so I can be able to find something better in life. You know what I mean? And it's like me being prideful and wanting to succeed, succeed, succeed. I kind of just went into a down spiral, into a rabbit hole, and I lost myself. You know what I mean? So on December 9th, 2022, that's the day, I decided, like I want to talk to God. I was talking to him, praying, be like, I need help. I really need help because I don't know what else to do. You know what I mean? I was racking up debt on my credit card. Like I was swiping, just and I had a good credit limit too on both credit cards, but I was I was basically damn near maxing out my first credit card. And I'm just looking like, man, like what's going on? Like, but it's like I didn't really care too much at the same time. It was like I was just living, just straight DoorDash, 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 DoorDash. Like I DoorDash food, alcohol, and I ain't give a fuck. You know what I mean? Like I didn't care at all, bro. And it was hard for me to just let go of that, not do that no more. These bad habits. I used to buy beers, Hennessy, all types of, you know, and I was fine with it. But I talked to God. I'm telling him I need help, man. Like I need help, and I decided, I'm gonna go out and go get some more drinks after I finish drinking in the crib. You know what I mean? And it was nighttime. I went out to the club. I partied. Like I had a good time. I ain't gonna lie. But the fact is, like, I drove there too, so it's like I felt like I was good with it. You know what I mean? Because I felt like I knew what I was doing. I used to call myself a DDD. You know what I mean? Like, and I was getting ready to head home. I had a good time. Everything was good. Then I started driving a little bit, bro. I wasn't even driving that much. Next thing you know, I get pulled over and all that. And they had me do the little walk and all that. And yeah, they took me in, bro. They took me in for the rest of the night. Um, Luckily I didn't hurt nobody. Luckily I didn't hurt myself. And I'm thankful for that. Before I wasn't thankful. I was just like, man, what the fuck? I wish this didn't happen. Yada yada. I was down, bro. Like I was really down. Sitting in that cold cell. Like I had my shoes off. Like, walking on barefoot. It was freezing in there, bro. And it's like I'm sitting there at the cell like this, like, damn, like I'm stuck, like I can't get out, bro. Like, and that was a terrible feeling. And it's like, I don't get in trouble. I don't do trouble. I stay away from it as much as possible. And it just happened that one time. It's like I got in trouble, and you know later on I had to realize like it was for the best because I got enrolled into this military program. It's called Military Diversion Corps for some of you that don't know. Uh, yeah, and then they had me go through a program where it's like I had a treatment plan. I had to go to a peer group. I had to go to a uh, substance abuse treatment, counseling, and had to do some individual therapy. You know what I mean? And I felt weird being there because it's like everybody there was like had some kind of addiction or mental illness, and I'm just like, man, like this ain't for me. You know, I felt weird, and then plus at the same time I had to stay sober. So currently, I'm 19 months sober. You know what I mean? I ain't smoked weed. I ain't been drinking alcohol. I ain't gonna lie. I've been on the vapes and all that, but I've been sober, and it's like during that time it was hard for me to shake this feeling of wanting this craving of wanting to smoke or drink because I was coming down from that, like, but it's crazy, like throughout this whole program I started noticing a lot about myself. Like I never wanted nobody's help. I was too prideful, you know what I mean? Like I felt like I could do everything on my own, and that's not true. Like how like I had to think about it in a way where it's like, how was society built? Like how was the roads built? How was the buildings built? We wouldn't have a lot of this stuff if it wasn't for people helping each other out. You know what I mean? We need help in order to get to a better place, or even to create something better. You know what I mean? And I felt like this program has taught me that I'm not alone because I'm not the only one going through a situation, and there's some that go through similar situations as I have, you know, whether that's depression, anxiety, whether that's alcoholism, whether that's addiction to drugs or whatnot, you know? And also it was like I realized that, I was ashamed. I ain't want to talk to nobody. I ain't want to tell nobody. So I kind of made this video so people would understand. Like, if you going through something, don't do it alone, bro, because it's just going to put you in a downward spiral, and it's like it might be too late for you to catch it. Like you don't want to bring yourself down even further than what you are at that moment. You know, so yeah, I had to realize that it's not just about me. And it's crazy because last year on this same day, my uncle from my mom's side passed away, and I think a couple days before that, my grandfather on my dad's side went into a coma, and he wound up passing away. I think it was December 29th of 2023. So it's like this day is just it's special to me. You know what I mean? Like it just it makes me think. You know, and it's crazy because I've been sober through this whole process. You know what I mean? Like of them passing away and me going home and supporting my family, and usually you want to use alcohol or weed, and it's like I wanted to. I ain't gonna lie, but I held it down because it's like I know this is for me, like to heal, to be able to be a better person. You know what I mean? And I'm happy with my choice. You know what I mean? Everything that's bad happening to you right now is not it's not for no reason. You know, it's a lesson. I see it as a lesson always, because if you don't get those hard times in your life, that experience, you're not gonna ever learn. It's like practice in a way. Like you practice something over and over, you're not gonna be good at it at first. But when you realize your mistakes that you're making while you're practicing, you'll start to see success. You know what I mean? It's like a diamond in the rough. You need that pressure to be built in order to create a diamond. You feel me? So I just wanted to be more vulnerable and more open with you guys. And I just I just want to be I just want to be the best person I can be that I know I am. And I just appreciate y'all listening. So yeah, thank you. If you could relate to anything that I was saying, whether that's like mental issues, anxiety, whatever, addiction, comment down below. Tell me what you think. Tell me what y'all feel, and yeah, man, I appreciate y'all. So see you later.